Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video. My sports Gematria. In this video, I'm gonna go over the NBA Play-In Tournament for Day 2, Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. I want to show you both sides of each game, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know who I'm picking in these games, you'll have to join my Patreon. My picks are always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks today. Let's get into the games. So we got two more up. Spurs versus the Grizzlies. The winner of this game goes on to play the loser of the Warriors versus the Lakers. And then they play on Friday. And so let's get into it. Daily numbers on this side, date numerology, Gregorian, Hebrew calendar. And then I have my game numbers on this side. It's about the same as my regular season. If you've seen my regular season videos, about the same information. Away team up top, head to head in the middle, home team at the bottom. The slight differences are that the coach record, instead of just looking at his regular season record, I'm looking at his all-time record as well as his post-season record. And then for the team itself, I have their season record and their home and away record. But then I also add in their post-season record as a team. And then for the head-to-head, it's the all-time, then it's the post-season head-to-head, and then it's the head-to-head between these two for this season. Same thing goes for the team, home team at the bottom. So let's look at the Spurs versus the Grizz. The Grizzly Wows. The Gizzy Owls. The Gizzy O's. It's the 139th day on the Gregorian. 139 is the 34th prime number. 65 date numerology on the Gregorian. 65 sums to 139. Spurs can get their 34th win for the season. They can sit on 34 all-time head-to-head losses against the Grizzly Grows with the win. But at the same time, the Grizzlies, they could sit on 34 losses for the season with the win if they really wanted them to. And to make it ultra weird, Spurs can become 30-40, or excuse me, 33-40 for a season record with a loss, which kind of has a 34 look to it a little bit if I want to get weird with it, I guess. Could be a stretch. What else? What else? It's the 73rd game of the season for the Spurs. It's the 73rd game of the season for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies coach, if they were to win, he can become 73-73 all time head to head. Not head to head, but 73-73 all time for a career record. I'm used to saying head to head after I say all time. Still getting used to saying all time with coach records because I've been used to it with the regular. But yeah, so it's both these teams' 73rd game. He can become 73-73. That's kind of interesting. What else we got here? We got 20 date numerology on the Gregorian. I suppose the Spurs can go ahead and get their 20th road win as they get their 34th win. Both related to the Gregorian there. Go ahead and mark that. Spurs looking for their 223rd postseason win. 223, the 48th prime. Do we see anything going on with 48 here? Not in particular. Spurs can even the score 2-2 for the season, like 22, or Grizzlies can lead 3-1, like 31. Is there a 13-31 significance anywhere? 127th all-time head-to-head between these two. 127 is the 31st prime number. That might be something. Grizzlies, they could get their 39th win for the season as they get their 35th all-time head-to-head win against the Spurs. 39, if you don't know this, and 35 are identical in all four base ciphers. And one of the numbers they share, 128, is kind of an anagram of the number 182, and Spurs would get their 182nd postseason loss to go with the 35 and the 39 if the Grizzlies were to win. If we look ahead, they would be playing on the 21st, which is Friday. Let's see if we spot anything here. 47, 67, 31. You know, Grizzlies, it would be their, if they win, it would be their 74th game next, and that's when they could probably, their coach can probably get his 74th loss, or actually if he becomes 73, 73, it can go either way. He can get his 74th win or his 74th loss. But day 2 has 47 date numerology on the Gregorian, and maybe that's when the Grizzlies get their 47th postseason loss as a team, potentially. They can go in with 29 wins. Or excuse me, no, they would go in with 30. Yeah, because they would have to win today. Never mind. What about Spurs? 40. Is 40 Hebrew Civil, date numerology. 10th day of the 3rd, that's the 27th prime. 10th day of the 9th, that's the 29th prime. 141. 28 sums to 141. 21 sums to 141. 33 sums to 141. Nothing's jumping out at me at this moment. I'll have to keep looking at it, and I'll continue to keep looking at it. But that's what I have so far for the Spurs and Grizzlies. Let's get back to the 19th. And I'll keep looking at it. My final pick will be in writing on Patreon, as always. You guys continue to look at it, add more information. Go ahead and just pause the video at like right here. Here you have the numbers. Boom. Spurs number, Grizzlies numbers, date numerology. If you pause the video right now, you can just stare at these numbers and see if you can come up with something yourself. And you won't have to listen to me talk, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's move on to the Warriors and the Lakers. Warriors and the Lakers. Doesn't look good for the Lakers, surprisingly. But not surprisingly. Maybe it does look good for the Lakers and I'm just not seeing it. I think Lakers might fall to the 8th seed. Would it be that? Would it be so bad if they fall to the 8th seed? Would you freak out if the Lakers lose against the Warriors, but then went on to win in the next game against one of these two teams and become the 8th seed? I mean, you are wanting the Lakers to, you know, pick up their 18th championship win, right? So why won't they do it as the 8th seed as they open up facing the 1 seed like 18? Maybe they go on to face the number 1 seed in the East like 18. 1 versus the 8. Would it be that crazy? Not really. But what I'm talking about in this game is, for one, Warriors could get their 34th loss for the season. That's probably most likely what's going to happen. It is the 139th day on the Gregorian, the 34th prime. 65 date numerology, 65 sums to 139, the 34th prime. But Lakers better watch out. And the reason why I say that is Warriors are currently on a 6-game winning streak. This game is to secure the 7 seed. Why not get their 7th win in a row as they secure the number 7 seed spot? You know, Lakers, and they would be taking out the current number 7 seed, the Lakers, as they do it. While they are the current 8th seed, 7-8, 8-7. Warriors coach, he would get his 78th postseason win for his career. 7-8, 8-7, like 78. 78 is the 12th triangular number. Warriors would get their 12th postseason head-to-head win against the Lakers as they do it. The number 78 sums to 159. Warriors can sit on 159 postseason losses while they do it. So there's potential here for the Warriors. Lakers, they come in on a 5-game win streak. And it points to that 42 on Sunday, 5 sums to 42 when they got their 42nd win. Talked about this a whole 7-8 days prior to that happening on a YouTube video. But Lakers can continue to sit on that 42. Why? Because the coach, this is his 121st all-time game coaching for his career. 821 is the 142nd prime number. The number 42 sums to 142. And Lakers can end their 5-game winning streak as they sit on 42 wins for the season with the loss. And their coach's 121st all-time game. 42 sums to 142, 821 the 42nd prime, 142nd prime. On top of that, the Warriors would get their 181st all-time head-to-head win against the Lakers. 181 is the 42nd prime number, and they would sit on that 281. 821, 281, anagrams of each other. 181, the 42nd prime, they sit on that 42. So, Lakers could sit on 21 home wins in their 73rd game, the 73, the 21st prime. There is a narrative there for it. I know a lot of people are so hyped for the Lakers to be the 7th seed, going for that 7. Something about the number 7. And I don't blame you. It's a day for it. The number 7 sums to 65. Today was 65, date numerology on the Gregorian. But Warriors could get that 7 win in a row, and they could become the 7 seed. Who would they face? I didn't even look. Standings. It's because the 7 seed plays the 2 seed. Yeah, so it's either going to be the Lakers versus the Suns, or it's going to be the Suns versus the Warriors. And if the Lakers drop down to the 8 seed, it'd be the 1 versus the 8, like 18, which I think would make an even stronger narrative for Lakers going for their 18th championship win. But Warriors can just get that 34. I mean, it's right there. 139th day, 34th prime, 29 date numerology on the Gregorian. Warriors coach can get his 29th loss postseason. So don't be too scared. Don't be too scared of it. Let's look to Friday date numerology. 521. See, if Lakers lose this game and get their 31st loss, they would be playing one of these two teams on a day with 31 date numerology on the Gregorian, and they can just sit on that 31 with the win. That's what I was kind of thinking of too. For the Warriors, though, 39, 34, 70, 77, 29, 200. The thing about the Warriors coach, he can get his 200th all-time loss in their 37th away game. This is Lakers' 37th home game. And the number 200, if I can spell it correctly, sums to 132, just like 37. Sums to 132. So that could be a thing against the Warriors as well. But as far as numbers for Friday, when they played the second game, 40 date numerology on the Hebrew Civil, that could be when Warriors get their 40th win for the season. Could be on Friday. 302, 301. Also kind of interesting, Lakers, they can sit on 454 postseason wins as Warriors coach gets his 454th all-time win. I think that's about it. Be their 74th game. 43. What would make the Lakers get their 43rd win on Wednesday? I don't know. I don't know. I'm still trying to look at it. Still looking at it. But that's what I have so far. You know, it could be very, like I said, it could be very simple as a 34. Don't get too scared. Don't start panic commenting under my video like, no, it's the Lakers. You're a stupid fool. It's the Lakers. You know, don't go fucking crazy. You know, don't get high off your own supply, as they say. But it could just be simple as a 34. But there's numbers here for Warriors. I can make an easy case for the Warriors to win this game. It's not even that hard. But we'll see. I'm gonna keep looking at it. Hopefully, at the very least, this helps you guys see. And at the same time, pause the video. There you go. There's the numbers. Pause the video. You can look at the numbers yourself for as long as you want, and you don't even have to listen to me because the video is paused. But hopefully, seeing both sides to these games, at the very least, helps you along with your own personal decoding, and just kind of helping along with your own decision, whatever that decision may be. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.